Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 5.
Coming up tonight, a big announcement from Simone Biles at the Olympics in Tokyo.
Plus, COVID cases and hospitalizations are up across the country. We'll tell you how much.
But first, a mural here in Lincoln is gaining some attention. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. A new street sign is like no message we've seen before.
It's a smile, but with a serious message behind it. Channel 8's Alexis Ganeski is live near 11th Street, south of downtown in Lincoln, with the sad story behind the smile. Alexa?
Hey, somebody hung up on us.
It's just a big, warm, smiley face that says slow your roll, and it has like little bikes and cars and stuff around it.
This is the new face of the Everett neighborhood, a mural that was designed to slow drivers down after too many close calls.
A lot of residents were concerned about street safety, particularly thinking about the kids that were zooming by on their bikes and their scooters, and then sometimes cars driving by at like 40 miles an hour next to a school.
A 12-year-old boy was riding his bike just a couple weeks ago when he was hit by a speeding vehicle near 12th and C Streets. That boy suffered some abrasions and minor injuries, but it was at that moment neighborhood residents and businesses knew there was no time to waste. Something needed to be done now.
We thought one low-hanging thing we could do immediately without like a lot of red tape from the city would be to do a street mural.
The mural was painted this weekend by neighbors, businesses, and nonprofits that call 11th Street home. An idea they have had for over a year, finally displayed near 11th and B Streets. They're hoping this yellow smiley face with the words "slow your roll" will in some way make the road just a little safer for kids and pedestrians.
It makes me feel really good as a resident of the neighborhood and somebody who works in the neighborhood to know that like a group of businesses and just people can get together and say like we want to do a good thing in our neighborhood, and that we can have support to do that both from other businesses and nonprofits and the city.
As I've been standing here, multiple cars have been driving by, admiring the mural. One driver even said it was a little too pretty to drive over and drove off to the side. Reporting in Lincoln for Nebraska's trusted news source, I'm Alexis Ganeski.
Alexa, thank you very much for that live report tonight.
All right, a heads up for all of you about an asphalt resurfacing project that basically spreads from one end of town to another. Work is scheduled to start Wednesday, weather permitting, and will go for a week. We have a full list of which streets on KLKNTV.com. Now, each closure lasts 2 to 4 hours while the surface is treated, and this helps keep our roads in better shape for a longer period of time. If you drive on a recently repaved street, make sure you go slowly.
And speaking of repairs, North 48th Street is getting some work done this week. The road is closed from Cornhusker to Superior. It'll reopen in about 2 weeks. Just avoid 48th until the work is done. Lincoln police said officers were faced with a violent suspect Saturday night. That's
right. One busted up police cruiser, and 8 charges later, the suspect is behind bars tonight. Police tell us an officer saw a car blow through a red light near 16th and K, hitting another car, which then hit the police cruiser. They say the man in the car tried to run off, but he was caught. Police say he violently resisted arrest and wouldn't allow for any alcohol or drug tests. Police arrested this man you're about to see. They say he refused to identify himself, but they figured out he is 34-year-old Regan Sembani. He was taken to the hospital, cleared, and then sent to jail facing 8 charges.
Now let's get an update on coronavirus news tonight. A news conference wrapped up in the past hour at the White House.
As of Saturday, CDC reported the 7-day moving average of daily new COVID-19 cases to be about 72,000 cases per day. This represents an increase of 44% from the prior 7-day average and higher than our peak of last summer.
Numbers. Average daily COVID cases right now are up 500% since June.
That's right. More mask mandates and vaccine requirements are coming out across the country. ABC's Rena Roy shows us what some leaders are doing to make the message loud and clear.
Local officials coast to coast doubling down on COVID-19 prevention efforts once again. New York City strongly recommending masks indoors even for the fully vaxxed and requiring new city employees to show proof of vaccination.
If you're vaccinated, a world opportunity opens up to you.
if you're not vaccinated, there's going to be more and more things you can't do.
In D.C., where just a quarter of all eligible young people have their shots, the mayor announcing new vaccine incentives like college scholarships, iPads, and gift cards.
Come on, folks. We have enough evidence now not to question the safety and efficacy of these vaccines. There is no more reason to hold back.
The Delta variant tearing through the country, with nearly 80% of U.S. counties reporting high or substantial community transmission. In Texas, there are now just 7 available ICU beds in Austin, a city with 2.3 million residents. Louisiana battling the highest case rate in the country, hospitalizations up nearly 500% in the last month.
People are younger and sicker, and so many of the people that we're getting haven't been vaccinated.
A disaster medical assistance team now helping the state's largest hospital, where on average a COVID-19 patient is being admitted every hour.
They have a need because they have a surge of COVID-19 patients, and our job is to come in and help them in any way we can.
The good news is the U.S. has reached President Biden's big vaccine goal. 70% of adults 18 and older have had at least one dose, with the vaccination rate up more than 13% in the last week. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And make sure you have our Channel 8 app. We send out push notifications about any updates on the virus in our communities. Today is the first day of the Lincoln Public Schools Safe Return to School plan for the upcoming school year.
That's right, classes start in just 2 weeks. The plan is 9 pages long and it touches on the most important topics. Now keep in mind, it could change as guidance from the county and state health departments change. Right now, face coverings are not mandatory for students unless they're on a bus. Transportation is covered by federal guidelines. There are face covering exemptions in the plan. You can view it on our website's Back to School section.
And we want to know, how much are you planning to spend for back to school shopping? This is our poll question of the day. This year, the average cost is more than $850 according to the National Retail Foundation. So far, 55% say less than $300, while about 23% are spending up to $500. 11% are spending up to $1,000, and 11% more say they will be spending more than $1,000 on school supplies. So you can still vote in this poll of the day on our website, klkntv.com. You can still smell and see smoke in the air today, all from Canadian wildfires blowing into the U.S.
Our air quality range is in the unhealthy range for sensitive groups. Here's a live look at South Lincoln. You can see there is still a haze in the air. Some parts of Nebraska reach into the unhealthy range this weekend, but how much longer will this smoke stick around? The Storm Alert team is tracking it.
And that's right. Let's get on over to Chief Meteorologist John Deshauer. Also, the temperatures, John, a nice positive for today.
Finally getting some relief from all that humidity we dealt with last week and even for the first half of the weekend. Around here yesterday and again today, low humidity of dew points in the 50s. Here's a live look right now in Grand Island. We've got nice blue skies. There is a little bit of haze up in the sky from some of the wildfires. Temperature-wise around southeast Nebraska, very comfortable today. We only made it to 82 degrees this afternoon in Lincoln. It's 77 right now in Aurora and 81 degrees in Grand Island. So temperatures well below normal. Our normal high temperature is 89 degrees. Dew points right now sitting in the 50s. So very comfortable across the area. It starts to feel uncomfortable once you get up above 60. Visible satellite imagery also shows you a few of those higher clouds that are passing overhead right now. We'll widen the view out and show you that there's not a whole lot really going on. Just, again, some clouds passing through, and that's about it. Otherwise, for the rest of this evening, we will see temperatures looking pretty comfortable. 77 degrees by 8 o'clock, down into the 60s by 10. We've got another night with temperatures dropping down into the 50s. Just how low it gets tonight, that's in my Storm Alert team forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, John. Now let's go to Tokyo for an update on the Olympics.
New today is something that has Simone Biles fans beaming. USA Gymnastics confirmed she will compete in Tuesday's balance beam final. It will be her last chance to secure a medal at the Games and the first event she'll participate in since her run on the vault as part of the women's team final last Tuesday. Teammate Jade Carey won gold this morning in the floor event and reacted to Biles' return.
Having Simone being back tomorrow is great. I'm really proud of her. She's been through a lot this Olympics, so it's going to be great to see her out there tomorrow.
Fellow U.S. gymnast Suni Lee will also compete in the balance beam final.
Well, they say it takes a village to raise a child.
But could it be as simple as a book based on statistics? Coming up next, learn a little bit on how to use those tough parenting choices.
If you go according to the rules of this book, we'll have more next.
Are Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life.
We make junk disappear. All you
As a parent, you have to make decisions with your head and your heart, but which way do you lean?
It's hard for parents to get it right every time, of course, but there's a new book that dives into data to help make the toughest parenting decisions.
ABC's Janae Norman introduces us to the author and the concepts.
Rachel Bodwin is debating getting her 6-year-old daughter Rosalind a cell phone.
All right, here you go.
She likes the safety a phone can offer, but not everything else that comes with it.
I don't want her to have access to apps or Facebook or social media or even the internet. I really just want like an old school cell phone that can make phone calls and tell me where my child is.
It's kid conundrums like this economist Emily Oster examines in her latest book, The Family Firm. The best-selling author doing the math homework on big kid issues, from picking the right school to screen time, and giving parents tools to approach them like a business executive.
When you're parenting older kids, there are two big challenges. One is the day-to-day logistics of managing your kids, and the second is the big decisions that come up that you didn't expect. And this is a book with a strategy for dealing with both of those problems. And then if you want to know how much should my kids sleep, or what should they eat, there's a lot of data on those big questions.
Talk to me about sleep.
Sleep is very important. So when they bring kids into a study, they've shown that if you manipulate even an hour, it actually affects how kids perform in memory tasks and school tasks after a week.
But when it comes to cell phones, social media, and kids, Oster says the data is limited.
We have some evidence that having access to online communities can help kids if they're struggling to connect with peers at school. On the other hand, there is definitely a correlation between excessive social media use and things like depression. So some of this is going to have to be about evaluating how do you think your kid will react to this.
Oster is no stranger to controversy. She's faced criticism for her writing on breastfeeding and drinking during pregnancy, and last year was in the center of the fierce debate over reopening schools, advocating children should return to in-person learning.
Why did you feel that that was an important issue to speak out about?
I looked out at what was going on and realized that we were not serving children well. I think we have learned over the pandemic that when kids are not in in-person school, there are losses in learning, there are declines in mental health, and how important having kids in in-person school is for their development.
As many households prepare for their children to return to school, Oster's book offers tips to help their family firms run efficiently. She suggests creating the big picture, outlining the values and priorities that are important in your home.
It's almost like the mission statement of your corporation.
The goal is to get on the same page, like, do I want to have dinner together with the family? Are kids going to go to bed early? That is going to make the day-to-day of our family lives happier.
Janae Norman, ABC News.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
Couple of nice days around the area. Now, as we take a live look outside right now from Honda of Lincoln off to the northwest, it does look like we have a lot of clouds out there. There are some high thin cirrus clouds passing overhead, but some of that's also haze from smokes back into the northwestern United States coming down and around out of Canada. Temperatures this afternoon, we made it to 82 degrees in Lincoln. 81 is our current temperature, 80 in Beatrice, it's 82 in Hebron, and even some middle and upper 70s as you go from Central City, Aurora, York. Friend even coming at 79 degrees, a very pleasant day. And this morning it started out on the cool side with temperatures down into the 50s. It's the first time the capital city has dropped down into the 50s since July 19th. So it's just been over 2 weeks since we've had temperatures this cool. And take a look at some of the low temperatures from around the area. Greeley, Hebron, Oakdale, Superior, all down to 51 degrees this morning. Beatrice made it down to 53 and Fairbury down to 53 degrees this morning as well. Now, we saw the smoke out on the camera. You can see our stormcast suggesting we were going to keep the smoke overhead as we go through the rest of this evening. And as we take you through the overnight hours, it's still going to remain up into the sky, although probably moving back into the central part of the state. Now, by noon tomorrow, we're going to once again see some of that haze around the area thanks to the smoke. It's not going to be as concentrated as today, but we will likely still see some of that up there, and even through 10 or make that 9 o'clock tomorrow evening, we'll likely see a filtered sunset going on. So look for some red skies tomorrow night, or at least a red sun. By the way, this evening, if you go outside and the sky is clear enough, you'll be able to see the space station for 3 minutes starting at 10:28. Enters the western sky, exits to the south-southwest. Also, while you're outside, right around 10:30 tonight, here's roughly where the space station would be. You can also see Saturn and Jupiter off to the southeastern sky, and then a couple of other stars you can see up into the southern, as you look off to the south, that is, with Antares just to the east of, or make that to the west of south, and then Altair would be just to the east of south, almost straight above Saturn. For the rest of this evening, temperatures will start to drop pretty nicely. 78 degrees by 8, 71 by 10. We'll see our temperatures dropping back into the 50s once again tomorrow morning. Open up the windows, turn off the AC, and use some of Mother Nature's air conditioning. Down to 56 degrees in Lincoln, 57 in Seward, and 58 degrees for low temperature in Hebron. And now as we go through the day tomorrow, we'll likely see some of that smoke again in the upper levels, or at least in the higher levels of the atmosphere. Temperatures tomorrow will get just a bit warmer than today. We're talking highs back in the low to mid 80s. By 3 o'clock, we're back into the mid 80s, at least 83 in Lincoln. And that's sitting right around there as we go through 5 and 6 o'clock tomorrow. Look for a high of right at 85 degrees in Lincoln, 85 in Beatrice, and 84 degrees in York. 7-day forecast shows our temperatures still continue going up. 87 degrees on Wednesday. We'll have some morning showers, maybe a thunderstorm possible Thursday morning, otherwise a high temperature of 88 degrees. And then we start warming things back up into the 90s as we head towards the end of the week and into the weekend. Scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm possible on Saturday. It's going to turn windy, a high temperature of 95, 97 on Sunday, and 90s continuing on into next week. The one bit of good news out of the 90s, it's not going to be as humid as last week. Now, granted, we couldn't get a whole lot more humid than what it actually was. It's still going to feel humid. It's just not going to be as bad as last week.
All right. Thank you very much, John.
Now, a story that's going to make you want to stand up and salute.
A local volunteer organizations set a bald eagle free this morning at the Platte River. Take a look at this. David Poppy with the Raptor Conservation Alliance releases the majestic bird back into the wild. The bird had been injured and taken into their care, then nursed back to health. Several people with the Lincoln-based group watched as the eagle soared. There he goes. Once more, what a beautiful sight. We'll be right back.
This week, we now know more about the Delta variant and see younger people getting seriously ill. The threat of catastrophic consequences for
A lot of wild and crazy things at a rodeo, but wait until you see this.
A bull on the run decided to buck tradition and jumped into the crowd.
Our bulls are very, very angry tonight. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd say he's very, very angry. This was at a rodeo in Idaho. You can see the bull jumped right into the crowd. We can tell you it's as scary as it looked, but thankfully no one was hurt.
Yeah, it's almost worth watching again. Can we keep it going? Keep it going, watch.
Here he comes. Maybe?
Maybe there's something
else.
Not. But anyway, yeah, scary, no doubt. And here's video from Papillion that will make your heart melt. Jenny Anderson shared this video with us showing her cat playing with a baby duck and even gently patting its back. The cat even turned upside down, trying to impress the chick. So there you go. In other news now, new details about a major artery across the United States. A mudslide shut down I-70 through Glenwood Canyon west of Denver. 100 people were stranded at the time. This is an area previously hit by a wildfire, and now the mudslides keep coming. Cleanup crews are waiting for better weather to get in there.
Yeah, let's take an up-close look at the damage there. This is from the Colorado Department of Transportation. You can see all the debris. Engineers say this is unlike anything they've ever seen. The road is said to have extreme damage. There are several alternate routes, but it's going to take you a couple hours out of your way. There might be more truck traffic on I-80 across Wyoming since I-70 is closed.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, some of the areas out there, it only takes about 1/10 of an inch of rain. It doesn't, for us, 1/10 of an inch isn't a whole lot, but it only takes 1/10 of an inch of rain to cause that massive mudslide issues out there on some of those highways going through the canyons. Well, around here this evening, we've got temperatures right now sitting in the 80s and even the 70s. So it's actually a very comfortable afternoon across the area. Dew points not looking too bad either. We're sitting mainly in the 50s, so it's going to be a very comfortable evening if you have plans to do some grilling outside this evening. I look for 81 degrees by 6 o'clock, 77 degrees by 8, and 69 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. Again, under clear skies. We'll see our temperatures dropping back into the 50s. Open the windows up, turn off the air conditioning, and maybe turn on a fan, because just like this morning, very comfortable around the area. I think that's going to be the case as well for tomorrow.
Yeah, I stepped outside, John, last night pretty late, and it was almost shocking to me how nice and cool it felt after struggling in that heat for so many days. So, man, what a break. It was beautiful.
I went out to do chores last night, and I know it sounds kind of weird, but it was just a little chilly.
Don't say that.
Well, it
Don't
felt
say that.
cooler based on what we were used to for
Right.
such a long period of time.
Yes.
So, all right. We want to show that bull video one more time because it is so impressive. And again, the good news that nobody was hurt. Take a look.
Our bulls are very, very angry tonight. Yeah?
My goodness. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear the announcer quite there, but he says our bulls are very, very angry tonight. And then that happened. I mean, like, what better timing could you have, right? So again, this was at a rodeo in Idaho, and thankfully no one was hurt when the bull jumped into the crowd. It was very scary. I mean, what can you do when you're sitting there?
Well, and you and I have both lived on farms and rural areas, and when you're working with cattle, you always have that situation where we had a couple wild cows when I was growing up. They would jump over like 5 feet fences. And of course,
jump like deer.
They went to the sale barn real quick. All right, we'll see you back at 6.
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness